Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you are in good condition. In this moment, we will learn about take question. But the first, let me introduce myself. My name is Rina Komalasari. Here, we are going to learn about take question together. Take question is one of the interesting topic in English. So, let's begin our class by reciting basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, class. Let's begin our material today with what is a take question or definition of a take question itself. There are statements said that a take question is a special construction in English. Why? Have you found takes like isn't it, can you, didn't they, don't you, or do you? In a take question, we can add takes like them to a statement to make it into a question. Question takes are more common in speaking than writing. We often use question takes when we expect the listener to agree with our statement. In this case, when the statement is positive, we use a negative question take. Definition of take question in bahasa merupakan sebuah pertanyaan pendek yang ditambahkan di akhir pernyataan untuk menanyakan informasi atau meminta persetujuan. Seperti idiom, question take merupakan bagian yang sering digunakan dalam percakapan sehari-hari, terutama oleh seorang native speaker. Secara sederhana, pertanyaan pendek ini mengubah sebuah pernyataan menjadi sebuah pertanyaan. So, what is a take question? A take question is a statement followed by a mini question. We use take questions to ask for confirmation. They mean something like, is that right? Or, do you agree? They are very common in English. Okay, let's move to the structure of a take question. There are two basic structure of a take question, like I said before in previous slide. There are two structure. The first, positive statement with negative take. The second, negative statement with positive take. Notice that the take repeats the auxiliary verb or main verb when be from the statement and changes it to negative or positive. Look at this example with positive statements. Sky is blue, isn't it? You will see that most of the time, the auxiliary verb from the positive statement is repeated in the take and changed to negative. The auxiliary verb is and then change to negative take become isn't it. And next, in negative statement take question, notice that the negative verb in the original statement is changed to positive in the take. Like in the example, you don't like him, do you? Don't is negative and do is positive. We have to remember that in present simple, do is optional in positive statements. You don't like him, but the do must appear in the take. The same applies to past simple like did. In this example is you don't like him and appear in take is true. Take questions are usually formed by a statement in question take, like in this example, that isn't your cat, is it? In the second example, you work in the bank, don't you? The sentences in black are the statements, and the part in white is the question take. The next slide. We have to remember that a question take is a small question at the end of a statement. Question takes are used when asking for agreement or confirmation. Like in this example, you are a student, aren't you? A positive statement with a negative question take. A subject pronoun you comes after an auxiliary or a form of the verb to be. Look at a negative question take or question take. Aren't you? You is a subject pronoun, comes after an auxiliary or a form of the verb to be. That aren't. You comes after aren't. Aren't is negative form from are. Let's move to the second example. A negative statement with a positive question take. Mary isn't a teacher. Is she? A subject pronoun she is used to replace the noun. Mary, our noun phrase. She comes after an auxiliary is. Where is form positive form from isn't. Intonation and meaning in question tags show the exact meaning of it. If the intonation of the question tag goes up, it means you are not sure and you want to know the answer. For the example, John doesn't speak Spanish, does he? If the intonation of the question tag goes down, it means you are checking or confirming information or making conversation. John doesn't speak Spanish, does he? Okay, we will repeat that. If the intonation goes up, it means you are not sure and you want to know the answer. If the intonation of the question tag goes down, it means you are checking or confirming information or making conversation. Let's move to using modal verbs in a take question. When we use modal verbs like can, could, will, shall, in the statement, the question tag is formed with the modal verb that matches the tense of the statement and the pronoun that matches the subject of the statement. Look at to the example. Jack couldn't find a job, could he? Modal verbs used in this sentence is could. This sentence in structure negative statement with positive takes. The pronoun he based on the subject. The subject is Jack, so the pronoun must be he. If the subject like Maria, so the pronoun in the last take must be she. Okay, the last slide. We can see that are two form or two structure of the equation. The first, you work in a bank, don't you? This sentence have a structure positive statement with negative take. we will see when the sentence is affirmative, the question tag is negative. So you work in a bank is affirmative, and don't you is the question tag. The second example, you turn work in a bank, do you? When the sentence is negative, don't work, the question tag is affirmative. Do you? We can ask someone or confirmation about him or about something with two structure in a tag question. When you confirm something, you can use the structure of the second. You don't work in the bank, do you? Okay, class. The previous slide is the final slide. Thank you for the attention. I hope you like the material, and I hope you understand or got some information about the question from this presentation. Sorry about many mistakes. I am Rina Komalasari. Goodbye and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.